type thing. And today we're going over season 13 tips and tricks, and we're going to play some games just for the fun of it. So it's not going to be like those 101 tips and tricks videos. It's going to be a few tricks and tips. Okay, this tip may sound obvious, but if you're newer to Apex, then yeah. So there are these things called crafters. You can find these crafting metals across the map. They'll be marked in this like weird blue icon. Just like look for a blue icon on the map. That'll give you a hint of where it is. And then you can go there to craft stuff like attachments, upgrade your Evo, buy heals and ammo and even weapons now. So in the replicator at the current moment, the ones in the replicator aren't on the ground, by the way. The one in the replicator at the current moment is the R301, which is a very popular gun, and the Rampage, which is OP. So yeah, so those are the current ones in the crafting. So that's not crafting, the replicator. So that's the replicator stuff right now. Okay, so now let's go over to some legend tips. Okay, so when you're playing Horizon, just note her passive whenever you're running away from someone. So wait, let me go up here first. So either when for example there's someone there, you start shooting them and stuff, and then you have to run away. So remember to hold down Y if you're on controller. I don't know what it is if you're on keyboard and mouse, to holster your weapon so you run faster. And then I recommend sliding off of here, holding down crouch with Horizon, and then sliding, because her passive is the like gravity boots, not boots, gravity fall thing, where she doesn't get the full stun. So use this to its fullest. And you can also super glide airstrafe with Horizon, which I have never talked about before. I'm going to make a season 14 movement guide in season 14, so that's something to look for. And I'll show you another thing that you can do when you're going down a building area. The first thing is, when you fall, do the same thing. So from pull out your ability to go up, and then they'll go down there. You can zoom back, and you could get a few shots on them while they're there. Or you could simply just go up here, and as you jump down, so if there's a zip line, if you jump down, you can use your lift to get back up the zip line faster than them, so they won't be able to chase you back up as fast. And you'll be able to have like a corner peek on them. Okay, now let's get some other legend tips. So let's go for Octane. So as most of you probably know, when you use a stim, he loses health but runs a lot faster. Note this is good for super glides, but it takes quite a bit of practice. It's easier once you've practiced it to normally get it, but I haven't practiced it enough. But I know in theory that it is easier once you've practiced it. It's way more efficient than just normal super gliding without the stim. I'm probably going to get first time without the stim, but that's because I've not practiced with the stim. Yeah. Okay, so now another tip for Octane, you know his jump pad. Launch pad, it says the like near bottom right. That jump pad, how there's the double jump. Instead of just like when you go on the jump pad, just press the double jump straight away. Don't do that. What you meant to do is, wait, let me get the ultimate. What you meant to do is, so when you're going onto it, just before you're about to touch the ground, you double jump on it to keep in the air, like this. You can do it like just before, and you can get a way further area. And then I'll prove that it's faster than the other one by just going on this one normally. And also slide before you go into it, it'll give you a faster movement speed when you slide into the pad. If you slide and then jump onto it, it just does a normal one. So that's one thing to look for. Okay, so I'll show you without the double jump. So yeah, don't go as far. And then with using the double jump early, you do go slightly further than that, I think. But it makes you go more upwards than forwards. I forgot to press it at the right time. Sorry guys. look, he's actually going not as far than without doing it. Okay, so another thing with his jump pad, you can punch it in a certain direction to fling yourself up. Like that, you can go upwards, and you can be running away from someone. Let's say you jump from the zipline, and they're after you, and you like do that to get more shots from them as they come through. Or you can just straight up run forwards into it and punch to get way further than momentum. And also, this is a movement tech, but I'll quickly go over it. I've went over it in my movement video. Go watch that. Like and subscribe to this video if you enjoy, and like and subscribe to any other videos that you enjoy if you want. Okay, so wait, so when you also do this, wait, you can fake it. You can fake it by going like that. If it's like a pro, you can just turn your screen, and then the punch will go a different way. But if you do it too soon, it sometimes doesn't turn, and then you still get things up. Okay, so that's it for Octane. Just his passive. Everyone knows his passive if they actually play Apex, so we're not going to go over that. I'm only going to go over the legends I actually like to play tips. So let's go with Valkyrie. Valkyrie is another good legend who everyone knows their kit if you play Apex. Their passive is to fly like this, which is going to be very useful for some of my tips. But it's a massive jetpack thing, and that ability is their LB, as it would be on Xbox. What is it called on PS? It's L1. And I don't know what, I think it's Q on keyboard. And that's just some like rockets which will stun people for like the same amount of time as a arc star. Okay, so here's the tip. When you're about to go up there,
wings up,
you can use that to get like some boost in momentum. Or you could simply just fly up so you don't get shot and don't have to go up the zip line as much, and then go up it. And then you slow fall down, and then you can move around and stuff with the jetpack. Very useful. Well, this is a different tip, so I'm going to go all the way to the top of here to be able to jump down and show you it. So with Horizon, she had her gravity feet thing, which didn't give her the stun. But with Valk, you can do like a rip-off version. So you slide down, and then jetpack just before. You won't be able to use your guns for a bit, so sometimes it's disadvantageous. It's disadvantageous if you want to shoot them back straight away when you fall. But if you're just trying to run, that's a very useful tip. And also I have a tip with her ultimate, and then that'll be all for Valk. It's not really that hard to go over Valk's tips, they're not that complicated. Oh, hi, Wolf Devil. Okay, so with her ultimate, when you have it like this, they nerfed it.
Ready for burn, how copy?
You used to turn your screen like this, and it properly like when you set off, you can still tune the screen like this to avoid shots. This is very good in ALGS. But when you're going up,
is good.
You can't actually just turn like that, so you can't avoid incoming bullets as well. Which
are not complimentary on this flight.
Which was nerfed this season, and yeah, it's very weird how they nerfed it. If you guys are wondering why I'm not making videos and uploading streams as my videos, it's because my share button is broken and it won't let me, you have to double tap to start recording a video clip, and it won't let me double tap it because the button's not working. Okay, other legend tips. Wraith. As you all know, Wraith is my favourite main. I have technically 3 mains who I do enjoy playing, but Wraith is my favourite of them 3. So a tip with a tip with Wraith's phase. You all know what it is. Instead of, this annoys me, my friends do this a lot. I'm talking to you as well, Wolf Devil. So when you phasing, you always, my friends always phase to go forwards into the fight. But actually no, you want to save that phase. You want to save that phase for pushing, for escaping. Because what my friends do is, they use Wraith instead of me, because I'm going to use Horizon or something. And then they be Wraith and they always teleport to go somewhere faster instead of, and then sometimes they'll just die to enemies if they go on the receiving end of fire. So they wouldn't have their ability. Now let's go over her ultimate. I'm not going to go over it that much. Good tip, recent. I'll go over that tip after this. Okay guys, this may sound really stupid, but I'll talk about the Wraith ultimate tip soon. But, okay. So my friend just messaged me saying, as a tip, you can, as a tip, I'm guessing, run whenever you get low. That's a very good idea. Or you could armor swap, as most people know what that is. It's a good tip to get your armor back. Just make sure if it's a gold armor, hold down the equip button, because it sometimes does that, and then it doesn't let you pick it up, which can lead to you dying. But yeah, that's a very obvious tip. I don't really need to say it, but there you go. Okay, now onto the portal tips.
All right, my ultimate's ready.
So you can use the portal, and if you don't use, it used to be 5%, but now 3%. If you don't use 3% of it, you can just press down the button, and then the portal will cancel. And with my super glide tip, with the super glide, oh, I can't do it right now. Yeah, with the super glide, you can use the portal.
Placing a portal.
I've not mastered this yet. You climb up and de-equip it before it, but for some reason I can't do it. I can never get the right timing for it. Yeah, and this is very useful
Set the portal.
for going faster on super glide. It's not very useful, but if you do it before the 97% goes, then you'll be able to get it back without using it. And now my next tip on the portal, which I was going to say, but recent just reminded me, even though I was going to say it. You can, for example, the dummies here, they don't actually go through the portal. But in an actual game, you can move put your portal slightly in front where someone's running, and then you can kidnap them and your teammates can be on the receiving end of the portal, and they can just beam them. So yeah. And also use the ultimate to block doors. So like, let's say you're in the World's Edge stream building, and you're getting chased onto the 3rd floor. You can cover the 3rd floor with the thing, and whenever they try and go through the portal, they'll just get sucked back through when they try and walk through the door, because it will be in the way of the door. So that is a very useful tip.
Ultimate's ready.
And my last tip with this is, yeah, the best Apex player does it, as my friend just noted. Yeah. Well, it's to be honest, it depends who you ask who's the best player. But Asu does it, and that's an example of one of the best players. Or, well, I tried to do that. I can't do that, guys. It's very hard to kidnap someone. Okay, so with your portal, when you're running, when it gets to like 12%, let's say here, you use your phase and start running as well. When that finishes, it will automatically cancel your phase and place the portal. So don't do that if you want to save your phase. Use it like halfway through, so you don't waste it. Okay, that's all the legend tips I'm gonna give. I don't really want to give out any more because I can't be bothered. I'll probably make a different video on it. So yeah. Okay, recent. What type of tips should I go over? I have a clue what I might go over, but I don't know what to go over. Wait, guys. Actually, I'm going to go over what to have in your inventory. My friend just asked me to go over Rampart tips, but I'm not going to. She's not actually that hard to play. Just watch like Gaming Merchants one on her, because he's like a Rampart main and stuff. Okay. Okay, so here, let's say you don't have a gold bag and you have a grey bag. This is what I recommend to put in it. So get 3 stacks of light ammo. Three stacks of light ammo like this. And if you have a shot, and if you have a like one-shot weapon, which I recommend using as a tip, only get 1 stack. This is especially useful with the wingman because you're not going to use that much. Grab 2 arc stars. And then 1 stack of syringes, 3 stacks of shield cells, 1 medkit stack. Actually, and then no, it's not 3 sets of shield cells, it's only 2. And then you get 2 shield bats. And then you get a thermite. This is very useful because if you don't need that much heals, because most people will have heals in their boxes when you go into fights with them. And I recommend using your grenades if you go into like a 1v3 or just to start off a fight with your team, because it's a very good opening act. Arc stick is the best thing to do as the other fight. So yeah, arc stick is the best thing to do. Okay, so when you have better backpacks, the maximum amount of light ammo stacks you're going to want is 4 light ammo stacks, well 4 of your spray weapon stacks, and with your single shot weapon, maybe 2 stacks if you have purple or gold, of course. And then for a blue, just when you need more space, either get more things in your inventory, get more heals, get more shield bats, and then add phoenix kits and stuff, which will help out a lot.
Let's go this way.
The reason why I didn't put phoenix kits in the starting loadout is it's not always the best idea to use phoenix kits. For example, you're running down here and you're getting chased. You're not going to pop a phoenix kit and wait for ages while someone can easily rush you. You'll pop them separately so you can move around and stuff. So yeah, that's why I didn't see that. Okay, this is the thing I forgot. Grenade jumping. So if you have a frag grenade, I don't actually recommend doing this in a game. Drop your Evo because it only flings you if you have white health. I don't recommend doing this in a game because when you're doing it, it takes off your health, of course, which is a bit bad because you don't want to lose health mid-fight. So don't do this mid-fight or when you're running away. Okay, so I'll show you how you do this. It's just easy. You throw the grenade, slide in and jump, and then you should get a boost. I got the timing a bit off, but if you do it properly it should look like... Wait, hopefully I don't die to this. Let me drop that. Hopefully I don't die to this. You try and get the perfect timing. You get it when it's just about to do that. I got it the tiniest bit off. I didn't die luckily, but yeah, that's grenade jumping. Okay, so you know the basic tips now. I have some tips with improving, not actually playing the game, for playing the game. Tips on how to improve. This is going to be on the SMG part of things, because I'm going to make a AR and stuff. AR snipers and energy rifles video on how to master the aim on them. So yeah, I recommend for this, it's like a warm-up thing, so grab an R99 with no attachments. You can have a sight if you want, but you won't have a sight at the start of a game normally. That's why I don't normally have one. Grab some ammo and just go up to the dummy, aim in on them, and as you move left and right, move the cursor the other way. So if you turn right, you move the cursor left to hit more shots. If you're going right, if you're going left, you turn it right to carry on hitting the shots while sleeping. So that's just the quality of life thing on your SMG, so you don't just have to stand still and take their shots as well. And then you can do this side to side. But don't spread out too far with the strafe, only go like that far. Because otherwise they can just easily beam you if you go stretch out too far. And you can add a crouch to this as well. So yeah, it starts like that. So you can do the crouch tip like that. And now, once you've done that with the R9, let's go to the second most, the number one most used SMG, which is the car. Which, cool tip here, it can swap from heavy ammo to light ammo. So you just press the, like, I don't know what the button is, but on the D-pad it's the left arrow D-pad. If you haven't changed that control. So yeah, you do that. And then I prefer to use the light. It does less damage, but it shoots fast. It shoots the tiniest bit faster. Most people use the heavy, but I'm going to use the light for this example. Wait, let me get the sight on this. Okay, so we're going to strafe with this. And as you notice, when you strafe with this, everything's going to feel weird. Like, wait, let me take this off for a second. Look at the yellow dot. The dot on my screen, the green dot actually. It's moving up and down when I'm moving. Which is the reason why it's got a harder recoil, because the actual center of the shot doesn't stand still. And here is the recoil pattern, so you know how to control it. Kind of goes up and then jolts around. So what you want to do is push round and then kind of shake. Push down and shake to get rid of it. And you can go back up and down if you are confident enough. This is actual strafing and stuff tip. Now here's hip fire tip. Okay. So hip fire means you have more movement than you were no hip fire, so you can literally just crouch like that. You hit left shot most of the time. You can add zooms in and out in parts through it, but you can't all the time. And that's my tips now. This is all the tips I'm gonna give out. There is a few more tips, but I don't want to make most of the video just me giving tips. Now I'm gonna play 2 games no matter if I die now on the stream. Just because you might be waiting for that content since I put it in the name. So I can't kind of put it in the name and then not do it, so. Yeah, let's go into the lobby. Oh, hi, I'm on a stream right now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave your party. I'm going into some matches by myself. I'm leaving the party. I'm still streaming. I'm going into matches by myself. Sorry. Oh, okay, that's fine then. Okay, ready up. I'm just doing 2 games and then the stream ends. I was doing a tips and tricks stream. Because I don't know who they are. Wait, this is my friend who I... Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of vanished.
I don't fear anything.
Can you tell him not to swear or something? Because I don't want swearing in my video, really. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hello? Can you ready up, please? Because I'm doing some games on my stream just for 2 games and then I'm going off of the series.
Looks like we have a full squad, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Think we still got it together.
That voice in your head? Trust it.
Together, we will slaughter our enemies.
Yeah, it has to be still on point because of the 4 days. I can't wait to go on World's Edge for the first time in ages. Oh, is this the friend who hasn't played on World's Edge?
I'm the jump master. I'll cut us a path. Let's land here.
Oh, can we land there, please?
You got it.
Here we go. Ready up.
We probably will anyway, even if it is quiet.
Moving that way.
There's a whole team landing on my part of the building, so I'm going to go to the smaller one and grab the crates here. Dude on me? Oh, I almost just cracked them and now they've run off.
You're in their sights.
Oh no, there's another dude. I was just shooting his teammate and then he just shot me. Oh no. Ah. Oh well. I'm gonna go stream, guys. I'm bored of. I'm just gonna play the game normally.